One of the things that I always say is be a scientist in your own life. Hi, I'm Ruth and I'm passionate about helping people live the life that they want to live on their terms. I talk about coaching, positive psychology, neuroscience, and business growth, because if you want to live a fulfilling life, then you want to be going from a 0 to a +5 in positive psychology, rather than focusing on bringing you up to a 0. So we know scientists test hypotheses. They look at data and they look at, okay, what agrees with this hypothesis and what disagrees. So there's always this kind of like testing mindset. And the key to this is data. As a business owner, I know the importance of data. Of course, there's that top level revenue, profit, my income, but equally things like the cost per lead, things like our lifetime value of a customer, things like our audience growth, our click-through rates, our open rates. All of that data is really important because over time we can spot patterns. And by spotting those patterns, we can start to look at the story and the reasons. And then we can start to think about, okay, what are we able to change those patterns? If we need our revenue to go higher, what are the things that we need to do? If we need to sell more, where do we get our clients from? And where are the things that are working well? What are our conversion rates from inquiries to calls, from calls to clients? You know, it's always about really looking at the data to make an informed choice. So in business, we use it. But I think that we're always missing something in life, because data doesn't need to just be numbers. Data can also be feelings. It can be energy. It can be thoughts. And the more that we're able to strategically look at that data about how our body feels, the data about our energy levels, we can therefore make decisions. So I'm going to give you an example. We all probably at some point in our life has had a friend that we dread seeing. I mean, why we're friends with people that make our stomach do butterflies, I do not know. But we all have those friendships. And my question to you would be, if the data tells you that before you've even met that person, that you're not feeling good, what is making you repeat that behavior? So really thinking about, okay, I know that when I see this person, it makes me feel bad about myself because I feel it in my body. I feel it emotionally. I feel it in my heart. Therefore, what will I do as a result of that data? I'm going to see them less. Okay, that's a decision based on data. Or I know that when I go for a walk every morning, I have more clarity in my decision making. Okay, I can link those two activities, walking and clarity. So if I'm asking myself, what do I need to do today? I need to go for a walk. Or I know that I make better food choices if I do my shopping after eating. Gosh, this is a big one for me. If I do my shopping after eating, so I'm not doing my online shop when I'm hungry, I make better food choices. Great. So that data is telling me to do that behavior at that point in time. So this is what I mean. I think that we don't often see our feelings, our reactions, our thoughts as data. But when we do, we can use them to make really informed decisions and better decisions. Because if you're thinking that every single bit of data that we get, whether it's that feeling of disgust, that feeling of shame, that feeling of fear, if that is a clue to what we want to do to how we want to behave, to how we live, then we can use that in order to be happier and more successful. So this is what I'm going to say to you guys today. I encourage you to start to really tune into your thoughts on a daily basis, what you're thinking, where you've got resistance. When you're thinking, I'm great, I've got everything I need, and when you're thinking, oh my gosh, I need help. Your emotions and feelings, where you're feeling really powerful and where maybe you're not. Where you're feeling good, where you're feeling happy, where you're feeling joy. When you're feeling sad, when you're feeling fearful, when you're feeling grief. Tap into those. What is it that's making me feel this way? And what can I do about it? I'm feeling really relaxed. I'm feeling really happy. And it's because I'm spending more time with my best friend. Okay, what can I do around this? I'm feeling really judged. Where is that coming from? And then it's about, tapping into things like our energy. Sometimes it's really, really tiny little nuances that give us data. And then it's about us deciding what we're going to do with that. How is that going to inform how we show up in the world? How is that going to inform our behavior? So start to recognize the data points and then ask yourself, so what? What does this mean that I'll do or I won't do? It's really interesting when we start having this mindset, because we're starting to realize that we have the wisdom inside ourselves. And so many of us, you're watching me on YouTube now, you might be reading books, you might be doing all of that, and we're so good at looking externally for other people's wisdom. But actually, when we're using the data that we have, internally, we've got that. We have the answers. But for whatever reason, we're not looking there. I hope you found this useful. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd like you to like and subscribe. And remember to keep abreast of all of our new videos. Just ring that bell and you'll be notified when any new ones come out. And we'd love to hear feedback from you. So if you'd like to post beneath your biggest takeaway, and equally anything that you'd like to hear me talk about, we're always open to feedback.